Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. I recently got a dash cam for my truck and I figured I would basically post some footage of it. I don't know that I'll call this a review because I haven't had a dash cam before and I have nothing really to compare it to, but basically I will go over some of the features and functions and post some of the footage from the camera, see if we can test the sound quality, picture quality, stuff like that. I will talk about some of the features that I like about it, some of the things that I don't like about it, and so I figured I would go for a little drive today. I got a couple things to do and get some footage, and so you'll probably see some of that right here. There's a lot of noisy stuff in my truck. You'll hear some rattling when I drive. That is a socket set in the back. This is my work truck, so you just have to deal with that. I'm a bit of a dumb goof when it comes to technology, but I might be able to figure out how to do a side-by-side comparison with my GoPro and the dash cam. So I'm recording with both of them at the same time now. Okay, I have the heater fan in my truck going, so this is kind of a sound test again. See if it can pick up my voice over the sound of the fan blowing. And I will also test the zoom feature. It has a 4x zoom, I believe, so I'll just rotate the camera and point it over at these people by the thrift store. Let's see. Let's zoom in. The image seems to be a little bit blown out on the display. I'm not sure what it will show up like on my computer, but anyway, that is full zoom. A few things that I like about the camera and don't like about the camera. One thing that is a nice feature, as soon as it gets power, it turns on and it starts recording. That means that if you have an accessory plug hooked up to the camera, as soon as the vehicle starts, it starts recording, which means that you don't have to remember to push the record button. It will just start recording automatically for you. But I don't think you're supposed to stop there. Turn there. So you can set the camera to record a 5-minute loop or a 10-minute loop. So if you get into an accident or somebody does something on the road and you want to record it, you can press the record button and it records again that preset amount. So if you've recorded an hour and you press the button, it saves the last 10 minutes. The first 50 minutes of your video is not saved, and the last 10 minutes will be saved. We're driving directly into the sunlight right now, so it'll be a good test of the camera to see how it deals with direct sunlight. The camera does have a built-in G sensor, which means that, man, that's bright, means that if you're driving along and you run into something or somebody runs into you, the footage that you're recording will be locked, and so it won't get overwritten as your camera records new footage. The camera does have a motion detection setting, but I don't find it very useful for two reasons. First being that it's not adjustable for sensitivity. So if you're driving in the car, the camera turns on, but if you stop at a stop sign or traffic lights, the camera does not pick up motion of traffic that is driving by in front of you, and so it stops recording. So you could get rear-ended or have somebody slam into the front of you and not be recording it because of that. That wouldn't really be a problem if they added the feature of being able to set the time of how long it recorded after it started recording, but that's the second reason why I don't like it, or why I don't find it very useful, is because basically if there's motion in front of the camera, it only takes a couple of seconds once the motion goes away for the camera to turn off. If it could be set to record for 30 seconds or a minute after the initial, motion was detected, then it would be somewhat useful. Personally, I don't find the menu to be laid out very well. I don't think that they made very good use of the buttons. I can struggle my way through the menu and basically make the camera do everything that I need to do, but I don't find it very intuitive. I think that it could be a lot more user-friendly. But basically, I can make it work, so it's not a big deal. It is now after 5:30 p.m. and it's dark outside, so I should be able to go and get some footage to show you guys an example of how this camera works at night. The side streets around here aren't very well lit, so it should be a fairly good representation of the quality of the picture at night. It appears as though the dash cam is picking up light better than my GoPro, but I would have to review the footage on the computer before I know for sure.
Hi, how are you doing today?
Great, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Could I have a spicy chicken combo?
Okay, good today.
A strawberry lemonade,
Okay, so small, medium, large.
medium, and
Anything else?
could I have a poutine instead of fries,
No
please?
problem. Anything else?
That will be all.
That's all ready, please. Thank you.
Thank you. just a few final thoughts on the camera. I think the quality of the footage is quite good. The quality of the sound is a little bit off, but I think that is largely to do with the type of camera it is and the placement of the camera. It is quite a small unit. I've seen smaller, but I've also seen some that are a lot larger. One of the things that I don't like about it is this mounting system. It goes together with quite a bit of difficulty, and I'm trying to get it off now. Okay, so I've got it off, sort of, but yeah, so it uses this piece that fits into the groove, and it's very snug. It's too tight, really. I don't know if it's just the one that I got or the way that they all are, but it doesn't go in far enough to catch. This piece here is supposed to latch into there, and I'm glad that it doesn't, because if it did, I would probably never get it apart without breaking something. But it goes together very tight before ever latching, so it stays on. Also, I just removed it from my truck, and this piece broke off from inside of the mount. So the way this works is the ball fits up inside of a socket, and this nut tightens on and holds everything together. It's quite cold in my truck right now, and I couldn't get it apart here because, like I said, this mounting system sucks. And so I loosened the nut and pulled it out, and when I did, this snapped. So I don't know if it broke just now or if it's been broken for a while, but either way, it's still going to hold on there securely, but obviously the quality of plastic that they use in the mount isn't great. Nova is angry because I'm ignoring her. I'm happy with it. Of course, I did get it as a gift, so I didn't pay anything for it. But yeah, the Black Box W1G is what it is, and yeah, you've now seen footage from it. So if you're thinking about buying one, you can always ask me a question in the comments, and I'll try to answer to the best of my abilities. I mentioned in the video about the up and down buttons. That's to scroll through the menu, so we'll see if we can get it to power on here. It does have a battery in it, but the battery is meant just to save footage if you get in an accident and power is cut to it. So the battery will only last a couple of minutes when it's unplugged, so it will last long enough for me to show you basically the menu. So push the menu button, and then you can scroll through with the up and down, change your resolution, motion detection, G sensor, all that good stuff, loop recording. Alright, so basically that is the camera, and that is the end of this video. So I'll see you guys next time.